Hey everybody, Rob the Big here, and today we're going to be looking at Figma Archetype Next She Figure. Picked this up today because I have the SH Figure Arts DX set guy, so I thought I'd get a female version, even though this is by Figma, a different company. But the SH Figure Arts female, she looked really lame. This one looked very, very fancy. She's a lot smaller than I thought she would be, but I'm pretty excited about this. So yeah, let's dig into it, and hopefully it will look as good as these photos. So out of the package here, this looks pretty nice. People were complaining about sort of the proportions, and I do agree it's a little weird, it's a little different. She has sort of wide shoulders, but a skinny waist, which technically should be the opposite if you're going for like an idealistic idea of a female figure. And then of course you have her wrists right here, which are also pretty wide, even though they wrists, they usually curve in. Got a weird thing on the back right here. Very bizarre. And her neck goes all the way down like that. It only goes up that far, even though necks generally they go back more instead of forward. She has really weird feet, but she can stand pretty good. It doesn't look like she's supposed to be able to stand, but she can, which is kind of weird to think. It's basically what you expect, except for the height. This is pretty tiny. I mean, I knew it was gonna be tiny, but like, this is just crazy. Yeesh. Here she is next to the DX Body Kun. I mean, this could maybe be his daughter. I mean, there is a fundamental difference. That is insane. We got some extra hands here. You know, we always want more, but I'm satisfied personally with this. I can understand someone being a little not so satisfied, but they're pretty nice. They peg off like this, and yeah, they go in. You feel like they're safe. This doesn't feel cheap. It feels very functional, even though being a very delicate small figure. This is not coming off. This is good. People were complaining that her head is too small. Yeah, a little bit. If you see it in person, it is a little too small. I don't know. I mean, I can still use this for drawing, you know, and I can work around the problems. Like, I can work around. I can make this skinny when I draw it. If I get her in a pose like this, I can make that part skinny. I can make the waist not skinny. You know, I can make it work. Unless you're actually going to put it on paper and trace it, I think you'll be fine. Yeah, so the proportions are a little bit off, and that's mainly the reason I didn't get the SH Figure Arts one. But it's still pretty good, I gotta admit. Some weird things I noticed. I don't know if this is typical of SH Figure Arts, but like this chest thing and the waist, they're like, it's almost like they're shirts. Like these could like come off. And the waist thing, this whole, like this is like underwear or something. And it's actually kind of creepy when this happens. Oh, you gotta like put it back. Very disgusting. You can take her apart. So maybe you can do some, I don't know, customizing. This is like grossing me out right now, what I'm doing. Yeah, so how does that look? That look good? I don't know. And what I noticed when I'm moving it around, it's firm. Like it's not, this thing isn't loose at all. You can keep it at any pose you need it to be in it, which is great. Comes with a display stand, which I'm so glad that's like, you know, standard for these figures. Yeah, a cheap display stand, you know, but it's gonna work for this figure. It's fine, it works. No big deal. For articulation here, got the head, it goes all the way back. Lots of good movement, you're not gonna have any trouble with that. All the way around, there's a ball peg inside of it. There's a ball peg here, there's a ball, you're fine. So you got a ball peg here, no like bicep swivel, which is really disappointing, but you can still kind of swivel it. I don't know. Sort of a double jointed ball peg here, sort of double jointed. It goes about that far. Wrist is on a ball peg, basically what you would expect for something like this. All the torso joint you want, but it can look weird. But But then again, a human wouldn't do that. So it doesn't matter if it looks like that when it goes back. Personally, I don't care about it, but I can see people seeing that being an issue. So yeah, but you get all the movement you could possibly want from that. The disgusting waist thing, oh my god. Legs move out. Splits, pretty good. You got sort of an upper swivel right there. Double jointed knees, even though it's not really a double joint, but it might as well be. You got ankle pivot, all that, and then you got whatever that joint is called for the feet. Pretty good. So yeah, overall, I gotta say I'm happy with this. I got it for drawing, and it's good enough. It's good enough in terms of proportions. I can definitely convert it to a drawing that I need. Overall, if you want it for drawing, which is what it's for, I think you should get it. Not as psyched about it as I was about the other one. The other one was just like nearly flawless. This has some issues, but you know, it's pretty cool. I recommend it overall, but that's up to, I think it depends on the person. For the most part, if you're using it for drawing, yes, I think it will work. And as you can see here, it works beautifully. Alrighty, Rob the Big here. See you guys later.